We are live. All right. Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We're getting ready to jump into the fourth installment of the fourth part of our beloved Bronwyn story arc. In our last session, we had spent the day in Deva. Macrion actually beat Malachi in wrestling, which was quite a shock for everybody concerned. Regina and Malachi went to a bar there and found out that there was a troupe of actors that were traveling about. Not super interesting in and of itself, but we'll circle back around to that. Malachi also found out or wound up in a dice game and found out from some of the soldiers there that while they were patrolling outside the town near the woods, some people came out, carrying out their dead, buried them outside there. They got the feeling that they were hunters or trappers. Maybe they looked, as if maybe they were from north of the wall. Another soldier told a story about degenerate snake people, if you could believe that. That's crazy. That could never happen. We headed out north towards the forest. And as we were heading out, it was fairly early in the afternoon. We actually ran into those troupe of performers. Wound up staying for a drink, had dinner. They put on a really nice performance. We posted watches. We stayed with them for the evening because it was too late to travel through the woods.
They were Jago and Philomena.
Jago and Philomena.
Philomela.
And even though we had set watches to, because the strangers on the road, they had disappeared in the morning, left without a trace.
Which was impressive because they were traveling in a wagon.
Yeah. We wound our way through the woods, found the tanner's house, was challenged by the son that was there, very large teenager, but Bronwyn was there, said that she was unwilling/unable to return. Her place was in the woods. She had felt the pull of the change that she had undergone to stay and protect the seal that was there, to protect that sleeping god. She was also there because she needed to protect the children, as their parents had been killed. Their parents had been killed in previous evenings in fights with other were creatures who wanted to break the seal and I guess pretty much end everything, turn everybody mad. It's fuzzy, but we decided that we would stay and help out with that, and it's kind of where we left it off.
Okay, so if memory serves, there seemed to be a general fear that you four might not be a match for three trained hunters who may or may not be werebeasts of some kind, even with Philomena pledging to help you.
Well, Philomena and the younger son too, or the son too, but I think
no, not Philomena. I'm sorry. Bronwyn.
But like our concern, I think, is also that we realize that they probably need to stay intact to defend the forest.
Right. So there was some concern. Maybe you don't even want Bronwyn to fight, but then you were like, "Wow, we could really use another person." When suddenly, all right, the link has been sent.
Yes, I forgot to mention we have a special guest appearing with us tonight.
Hold on, let me.
I feel like we're waiting for the Kool-Aid man to crash through a wall or something.
You're not far off the mark.
It is Scott.
Well, Scott would definitely be like the Kool-Aid man. I'm like, hey, that's your cue.
So where are we right now?
You are at the farm.
At the farm. Yeah.
Oh, at the tanner's hut.
Mm-hmm. And
Yes.
we're sort of like kicking the sand, like hands in our tunic pockets.
Yeah, I think it was because we'd gotten up in the morning and went in. So it's I'm assuming like mid-afternoon, mid-morning sort of thing.
Mhm.
So we have the day to plan, assuming that there'll be another potential incursion this
All right.
evening.
They are
Mhm.
connecting. You'll have to let them in, Macrion.
Yep.
We had a drum roll sound effect.
I can add that later.
We do that.
Problem solved.
Yeah, they said they were connecting, so.
So much editing. Jesse, you're muted.
Good. I was actually just checking that. I figured this was a really good time.
Nope. Hey, how's it going?
What's this, Danu?
And welcome to the game, Matt Wiseman of Shagoth.net fame. Matt, it's really funny because I told John that as a hint, he was one of the people we got drunk with at the tiki bar, and there were so many industry people getting drunk with us, they couldn't guess it was you. They couldn't narrow it down far enough.
If it makes you feel any better, I have, as well I should, very little memory that night. So I probably owe you money. That was
Okay, so Vodenos, we're going to say that you basically agreed to do this, fell asleep in a bed somewhere in Britannia, and you wake up in a hay pile, in a hay bale, and as you come pushing through the hay bale, you're outside in a yard. The place smells like a tannery, and you see a group of people, and obviously, travelers, and a bunch of dirty, a bunch of kids that look like they've been through hell, and they're all siblings. They're all, teenagers and younger, down to toddler, and a woman also dressed, looking like she's been through hell, who's obviously not their mother. So why don't you describe yourself as he basically comes rolling out of a hay bale.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Sorry. Roll out of the hay bale, sit straight up.
Wait, a hay bale right in front of us? Who is this person?
the hay bale was there the whole time. So just describe what your character looks like.
Very larger than life, as a matter of fact, with beautiful hair, a large bushy beard. Seems to live off pure piss and vinegar. He gives you all the once over. So are you the ones Danu sent me about?
Who are you?
One of them looks like a scholar. One of them looks like a huntress, probably Celtic or half Celtic. Two of them look like they're from the east, like the Far East. And roll your insight.
That is going to be I made it, as a matter of fact.
You catch the sight of a yarmulke on one of them.
Would I know what the significance of that?
Yes, because she told you how to find him.
Oh.
Interesting.
I am pointing at Macrion, so you look like no fun, but you have the small hat I was told of.
Oh, fun.
Actually, he's actually a very physically fit scholar. That he does a lot of wrestling and hiking, so he's atypical. But he's got the toga and the scrolls and all of that paraphernalia.
Yeah, but there's a huntress right here. Come on, man.
No, Macrion, let the man speak. He clearly has a good eye for people.
You two should get along fine.
I'm standing back watching this, keeping one hand underneath my cloak.
So you did start by saying you must be the ones that Danu told me about.
I kind of look at everyone and just like, who is Danu?
Well, you can roll your occult.
Oh, okay. 30 out of... out of 20. Nope.
Yep, I got a 58 out of 60.
I got a 6 out of 32, which is actually an extreme success.
Nice.
Danu is one of the many names for hold on. For a
Well, my travel agent Bob, she's great.
hold on one second. Danu is a mother goddess of Celtic mythology. She's a river goddess, but she's also the goddess of nobility. And it is said that she is the mother goddess queen of the fairies.
So back,
Fairies?
Mm-hmm.
Herminius will just kind of let out a little laugh at that.
it seems that our run-in with the pair has paid some dividends, I suppose.
Minimal.
Yes, well, it's
Yeah, so those are a lot of scroll words, and I'm sure they're great in scrolls. But in the meantime, there's adventure, is there not?
you could call it that. Danger, perhaps. Were you given any
Yeah.
information?
What's that?
Were you given any information as to what anything other than just that you needed to find us?
Well, come now. You take me for some kind of fool. I was sent here because you were in dire need, and here I am. So tell me of your woes and this great adventure to be had.
He looks over to Bronwyn to Caesar. Like, did she know he was in the hay pile? Like, does she seem surprised?
She says, I'm assuming he's a friend of yours, and I'm not really sure how he got there, but she says, by Danu, you don't mean the queen of the She, of the Tureth de Danan.
So, what does this fellow look like that stood up in front of us that we haven't actually clubbed to death just yet?
Oh, he's a massive figure, I believe in is it leather armor?
Yeah.
Um,
Leather tunic, long flowing hair, beard. Think like Brian Bless meets Hercules. It's
and most importantly, a massive double-handed spear.
We had
Okay,
one of
so
those.
I just made a spot hidden and an insight roll. Does he mean us harm, or can I take my hand away from my club?
No, he seems to be honest and transparent. He is direct, possibly, direct to the point of being possibly blunt, but he is happy to be here and looking for a fight at your side, not with you. And he truly believes what he is saying when he says that the goddess Danu has sent him.
It seems the gods continue to provide. Doreena, you were going to say something?
I was going to walk over to you and ask, what did you do to send another Fae?
I did not do
What did
anything.
you say to them while you were up there? Why is someone Fae here?
Who can remember? It was we had dinner. They showed me around.
Well, they betrayed us. Yes, continue.
Well, I mean, they bore us gifts.
While they...
Oh, gifts. Yes, gifts. Yes.
Is there any mead, perchance?
To Bronwyn, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Bronwyn says, we have some cider.
Then I'll do in a pinch.
Do you pledge to do neither me or the children any harm on the head of Danu?
Of course not. What's more, I will regale you with song. Did I ever tell you of the time
I'll get the cider, great warrior. And she hustles the kids inside and brings back a jug of cider.
Cold fall evening. The leaves are just beginning to fall. There I was, staring death right in the eye. He babbles on to a long and gross story.
I want to roll for insight because I'm just way too suspicious right now. 41 out of 20. Nope. I know Jack.
So that's when I stood neck to neck with the great boar, and I said to him, one of us doesn't leave here today. And I took my spear, and so help me, ran him through.
Well, if you are a man of you seem to fit the part, should be easy work for you. It seems as if there is a portal, perhaps a seal, a great barrier here that the family has protected for generations. We had come to inquire to see what had happened and to find Bronwyn. She has been afflicted. If you are familiar with Danu, then you will know that things are not always as they seem to be. The family is afflicted with a form of lycanthropy. I hope that won't be a problem for you.
I have yet to meet a beast I could not handle.
But not they're fine.
Okay. Maybe point him towards the portal under the house. Maybe he can handle that beast then too. He's so brave and tough.
A portcullis under the floorboards, you say?
She says the house stands above a sacred portal, and we are its defenders, and we are under attack. If you have been sent to defend us, we need help with our attackers. They have already killed the children's parents.
Why didn't you say that in the first place? Who taught this man to talk? The torturers of Tantalus? Let me at them.
Yes, it's all about. You have to set up the premise to tell the story.
He is incredibly rambling and long-winded. Yes.
Is there any more of that cider?
Pass around the jug. So, Malachi, you actually catch something. You're all assuming that the Fae were attracted to what was going on by something Macrion did. But Danu specifically sent him to find you.
Let's find me.
Yes. He goes, you must be the man with the hat she told me to find.
Oh, I didn't think you were saying to me. Okay. So is this, would this woman possibly frequent bars, perhaps?
What's that?
Would this woman that has sent you possibly
Danu?
frequent bars?
Yeah, you originally met her in a bar.
Possibly, but I wouldn't call her a wench if that's your implication.
No. A sorceress, perhaps, but not a wench.
Well, you will find I have very, very little use for sorcery. Ugh.
As do I.
Says the man who just stepped out of a hay bale.
Well then, so we have somebody to help us with our dilemma here.
So it would seem.
So how do we find these werewolves?
Herminius, you are our finder,
If
are you not?
only you had an expert huntress and tracker.
I would imagine that they're going to come here because this is what they're attracted to. So searching for them, I don't think would be the best plan.
Yes, but do we really want them to come into town and possibly have?
It's one house in the middle of a forest. There's no town.
I thought we were. Oh
no!
we
You're at the tanner's place in the forest.
Oh, that's right.
And they're
that's
like
right.
hermits. The family is very.
Right.
But again, is it better to fight them here at the doorstep of the, or seek them out before they can get close? Because remember, you were hoping not to get Bronwyn and the children involved in the battle.
Yeah.
But again, you could prepare the ground here and wait, but then you don't know how long that'll take. But Doreena, you're pretty confident. You know, if you know they're heading here, you should be able to pick up their trail. I mean, what's your tracking? Like 80?
70.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
I mean, it's whatever you guys want to do.
It may perhaps
It's
be
two
easier.
different strategies.
This is a tannery, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Do you have any fresh opal?
Meaning the gemstone.
No.
Offal. Oh
Maybe
yeah,
that.
there's this place reeks. I mean, it's a tanner.
So could we not, perhaps upwind somewhere, create a large pile of opal in the ideal spot when the wolves come to Opal, as they always do? We make short work of them. And then be back in time for mead. Yes!
Doreena, you know that won't work because they're intelligent and they have a purpose. They're not going to fall for They're not going to fall for something that base instinct would lure them into.
I think there's two strategic reasons to stay close to the tanner here. One, if we go somewhere else and we misjudge where they're coming from, they may move here without us being nearby to defend. And two, as a fallback, at least we could have Bronwyn possibly help defend as well, without risking herself too much, hopefully.
If we do decide to have the fight here, the one thing that I would suggest is we find a safe location for the children. The last thing that we would want is for one of them to be taken hostage, or even worse, taken as a meal.
That will not happen so long as I am here.
Bronwyn, Have they attacked here during the day at all, or have they only come under cover of darkness?
They've never gotten this far. From what their father was dead by the time I got here, but they said that their mother had been patrolling and picked them up in the forest and attacked them before they got close to the farm. In our other form, we have a very good sense of smell, and we're able to track the intruders as soon as they entered the forest.
Did she say that they were in a certain area particularly, or did they also move around?
She was dying when I got here. She was too sick to talk.
Indeed.
So I couldn't tell you.
If you transformed, would you be able to point us in a direction? Do you believe that you'd be able to pick them up from here?
I could try. At which point the youngest, who's 15, so he's already a man, but, he's 15. He says that she should stay and he should lead you to the creatures. He says that way, if they get past us, she'll be here to defend the children, and I can help you in the battle.
I don't suggest that we go very far, but it may help to patrol the area just around to see if maybe we can catch them unawares.
He says, fine. I'll lead you a couple. I won't go further than 2 leagues from the house. I'll at least set you on the right path. And unlike Bronwyn, who means well, I've lived like this my whole life. I don't need to change to access my abilities. So I'll be able to track without changing.
But he looks to the rest of the group for affirmation if that's what we want to do or if we want to stay here.
I'm okay with moving away, but not too far out that if something were to happen to the children, we'd still be able to get to them.
When battle commences, if you wish, I will transform and with all haste return to the homestead.
What would you have of me?
Be prepared to fight.
No.
As
I draw a breath,
the young man looks at you and he says, "Great warrior, if you have been sent to the gods by the goddess to save us, I would have you slay the creatures who slayed both my mother and father."
Consider them dead.
He says, "But take care. Do you know what you're fighting?" He says, "If their blood gets on you on an open cut, if you are bitten, you could be cursed."
I take 4 steps away from him, pull out the long spear, spin it, and the instrument of his nose. That's why you don't get close enough to get bled on.
He smiles and he says, "Well, welcome. Thank you for agreeing to help us. I'm ready to leave whenever you are."
Are we ready then?
Well, we need to make sure the children are somewhere first.
There's a root cellar in one of the outer buildings. Their kitchen, where they do some baking and cooking, is actually in another building than where they sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a smokehouse, kitchen, and root cellar. So she says that she can, if alarm is sounded, she will put the children in the root cellar and cover it with a carpet.
Okay.
And she gives the boy Carvillis a war horn. And she says, "Sound the alarm when battle commences, and I'll get the children to safety."
So what I don't know, how long ago was the fight with the mother?
About 3 days ago.
Would I still be able to pick up those tracks?
Yeah, probably with 1 penalty dice.
Okay. But we don't know exactly where they met.
Right, but you're not looking for the old tracks because he's going to scent lead you within the area where they are. So you wouldn't even have a penalty dice. He'll get you close, and then you'll have to roll.
Okay, fine.
Okay, is that what you wish to do?
I think so.
Okay, he starts moving, and he'll basically run for like 100 yards, and then stop, and then pace in a circle, like sniffing the air, and going low to the ground, and then run for 100 yards in a slightly different direction. And he does this for about an hour. And he's crisscrossing through the woods. Time for dice.
Are we sure we trust him? We seem to run around in circles.
I was going to ask, can I make a natural world dice?
Yes.
Roll. Dice.
I just lean in and say, we have not known the boy for long, but his family has been here for generations. I believe we can trust him.
It's a hard success.
Plus, I believe he has a nose for this sort of thing.
When you think about if this trail is true, the force coming into the forest, it's a search pattern. It's a spiral search pattern where they're kind of moving in a crisscross.
Mm-hmm.
So he's following their path as they try and find the seal.
Okay.
So it's not a steady path because they're running a search pattern. They don't know exactly where they're going. And he gets to the point where he says they're close. He says they're very close.
Which way?
He says they were here maybe an hour ago. You said to stop when I got close.
I just made it. Tracking with 70.
You find tracks maybe an hour old, and they're leading in the direction of they're actually heading in the right direction.
Wolf or human or both?
At this point, they're human tracks.
I got track. I rolled my track successfully. Also, are they heading in the right direction, or are they heading towards the house?
They're heading towards the tannery.
Okay.
So we missed
They're
them.
probably about a league away at that point. So
God, so they're already like halfway back to.
yeah, they're pretty close.
All right.
Starting to run.
Yeah, get back to the house. Let Bronwyn know.
I think we need to blow that horn.
He says, "Should I?" It will let them know where we are, and we are close.
It'll maybe, if anything, it'll deter them and distract them back this way.
Yeah.
A little bit of time to catch up to them.
At the very least, we know where they are, and if we can pull them in this direction, give them enough time to.
We got to move.
Batten down the
He
hatches.
says, "I'll blow the horn and then give the horn to you. Blow it twice when you've dealt with them. I'm not going to run directly back to the farm in case I lead them to it. I'm not going back to the house until, I'm going to run in another direction."
Well, they're heading towards
Smart
the house
boy.
right now, so
Your
go that way too.
desire is to have them here, though. Yes.
Yes.
But their desire is to head to the tannery, so we need to go that way quickly to catch up with them.
Do you want me to blow the horn?
Yes.
He blows like a long, bellowing war horn, and then passes it to you, and he starts running. And as
I'm running too. I don't know if any of the rest of you are running.
as he's running, he pulls off his tunic, and in mid leap, he changes into a what looks like a massive full grown boar, almost like in a shimmer of moonlight. It's like that quick and natural for him. And then he just races off, and you lose sight of him through the trees as he's zigzagging through the twilight.
Is that a sand check or no? I mean, we knew it was coming, right?
Even though he's friendly, he is still a werebore. So you're going to need to make a sand check.
Okay.
Even with me.
Yes, even with you.
62 out of 77.
Are you fucking?
Oh, I'm fine.
I rolled
Did
a
Macrion
98.
fail? Yes.
Fucking failed.
I am fine with it, except I turn to say, perhaps the boar slaying story wasn't the best one to start off with.
Yes,
what
the goddess left out the fact that this was a family of werebores, I believe.
I rolled a 95. I guess I'm too much of a good druid.
All right, actually,
I don't
seeing
know.
a transformation is only 1d4.
Oh.
And I rolled a 1, so it's 1 point it's 1 point to everybody whether you made it or not.
Not too freaked out then.
All right, at which point you hear the call of a wolf pack,
Oh shit.
Okay.
and they're not far.
Let's do this.
Yep.
All right, give me a second.
As we're running, I say to Vodenos, "Is like he said not to get close," and he like holds up his fist with the cestus. And he's like, "It's an unfortunate fact that I may have to get closer than the rest."
Yeah.
Okay.
Move rate.
I have a knife.
As you are, so you were heading back, or are you standing your ground? I mean, does the call of the wolves change your plan at all?
No,
I'm
we have
out.
to stop them. We have to stop them from getting to the tannery. I'm running towards the tannery. I'm running towards them.
I
Okay.
am trying my best to keep up with Malachi.
All right. As you are booking back, making a beeline for the tannery, because I blew 2 rolls, you see figures in the shadows ahead of you and to the side of you.
All right, I close on the one to the side of me. Or actually, I close on the one to the front of me.
So you start charging. It'll be like 3 rounds before you get to it.
Okay.
All right, what about since he's going that way, what about the one to the side?
You can. I mean, they're there.
So am I.
Do
I
you
know
want to
the
head
other
to?
side.
So you're going
Are
to
they
charge the other
range?
one. What?
Are they within range from a crossbow?
Yes, they are in with range of a crossbow.
All right, I'll start going towards that side.
Okay, you start moving towards. As you guys close, you see that they are a man and a woman. They both have bows that with arrows knocked. And they're like surprised that they've been spotted so easily. And they're both going to fire once at the 2 warriors charging them.
I just start screaming the Torah and close on them.
Okay. So they're going to both fire at the 2 of them as they close. What do the rest of you want to do? Regina, you said you were moving up and drawing your crossbow.
Yeah.
So you can fire next round if you wish.
Okay.
Herminius and Macrion, what are you doing?
Go ahead, Herminius.
I will actually peel off with our new ally, and
So you're
I'll
gonna back
peel
up
off to
the
the
spearman.
side. Yep.
Okay.
I will go to the opposite side. So if Malachi went front, Vodenos went right, I'm going to go left if there's one off to the left.
Okay. All right. So
Do I have any action once I see the crossbow? Once I see their arrow, rather?
you'll be able to since you see it being drawn, you can make a dodge, so it's not a surprise. If you had a shield, you could possibly block it, but you don't.
Well, I do.
You do have a shield.
Well, we're in a forest. As soon as I see that bow, I'm reaching out, grabbing Herminius by the chest, and rolling behind the nearest tree.
Okay,
Forest
so
is full of shields.
all right, so you're going to take cover before. All right, that's going to be an initiative roll.
Okay.
Okay, so, and Herminius, when he grabs you, you're just going to follow his lead.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he'd have a choice.
All right, so
Hey,
Herminius.
I'm wily.
your bowman. I know what they roll on initiative. Roll. Drop a 10 for initiative.
All right. Hold on 1 second. DB 10. I rolled a 5.
Okay, unfortunately, they're a lot quicker on the draw than you. You see the bow, and you're like, "Oh crap!" And you go to grab him, and you just, well, we're gonna see. Oh wow! The arrow goes wide. You grab him. You pull him behind the tree. So you're not hit this round. Malachi.
I got my sax way up in the air, fucking screaming the Torah.
So you're not slowing down. You're not taking cover. You're closing his.
Scaring the shit out of him as much as I can.
All right, and you've got your armor on, yes?
I sure do.
Okay, good, because you have been hit with an arrow. And you take 5 points of damage. Roll your armor absorption, and let's see. Let's pray you roll higher than a 5. I don't know if that's possible. That's a lot of damage.
I'll have to roll a 4. And I roll a 3. So I 4. 4 for my armor.
You rolled a 3.
Yeah, so I have 3 plus. I have D4 plus 1. So I rolled 4 for my armor save.
All right. Well, I only rolled 5 for the arrow's damage, so that's 1 point of damage.
I can do that. Now I crush them.
Okay. So hold on. Oh boy, they've rolled like these are the worst. Doreena, you got the crossbow and you're starting to raise it.
Mhm.
When an arrow comes sailing from your blind side,
Yep.
landing in a tree right next to you, and you look over and it's the third hunter, the teenage girl with a longbow, and she's immediately grabbing another arrow.
Dead.
I was going to do back quiver, but I know that's not European, so she's grabbing one out of her belt.
Is that the one I'm running towards then?
No, you were backing up Malachi. This is the one that didn't blow her stealth roll when they were surrounding you.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so Malachi, you've got one more round to close, unfortunately.
All right.
Doreena, you can attack this round. Anybody who wants to throw or launch a missile weapon can attack this round. If you want to keep charging, you can. So it's the party's round.
Let me know it's my turn.
Okay. We're just going to... Macrion, I'll just go around. Macrion, what are you doing?
Keep running then.
Doreena.
So I now have an additional person to the right of me.
Yes, there are now 3 targets.
Is anyone targeting the person in front of me?
Well, they're all targeting everyone. If you're saying, do you want to wound one of the ones people are charging towards, you can easily do that. Just pick the man or the woman.
No, I want to go after the girl.
Okay, the one that shot at you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Go.
Yes. 11. All right. So then it's...
That is not a critical hit. 11's nice and low. Is that 1/5?
13.
What?
13 is a critical.
And you rolled 11. So it's a critical hit. Give me damage.
So crossbow is 1d4 plus 1. Okay. So that's 4.
So 5 points, and it is a critical hit.
And those are silver tipped, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you basically, she misses. You raise the crossbow, fire. The bolt sails right into her left eye.
Ooh.
And as it hits her, she drops the bow, screams, and like spends the next round just pulling it out. And you see that where it hit her, the flesh just dissolves and starts melting down her face, and she immediately just like flexes and starts ripping out of her clothes, and she's going full transformation mode. Which will be another, since you're the only one watching her, it's going to be a sand check for you.
Even though
Vodenos,
I'm used
what do
to
you
this.
do?
I'm good.
1 point. It's still 1 point.
Okay.
Matt?
Oh, you said, Vodenos?
Yes.
All right. Since I the wall, I got Herminius pinned in my other hand. I pull him close. I love it when they start the foreplay this early. Turn, and while running, throw the short spear and pull my long spear.
All right, good. So you throw. Okay, so roll a throw.
All right.
I don't know if the short spears are silver tipped, though. I know that your battle spear is an enchanted weapon.
Yeah. Throw. I just rolled a 43. I made my throw. So do I roll damage or not?
Roll damage and then roll luck.
Okay. Okay. I think I hearted my luck, and my damage is 4.
Okay, it's not a great spear. It's a great spear throw, but it's not a lot of damage. But what you're lucky is that
What?
You froze. He was lucky.
Oh yeah, it severed. It severed his bowstring.
Oh.
So the bow just goes like plank. It hits him. He like pulls it out. The wound immediately heals. He sees you coming with the long spear, and he immediately starts mid-change, and he starts running in a semicircle. So he'll be moving. He's not standing still. He's like mid-change, and he's loping. As a way to try and flank you and get around you. Malachi, your archer is quickly grabbing another arrow. Do you want to keep charging?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm quickly
All right.
steaming another passage from the Torah and swinging back.
And the second arrow thuds into you. Not as good as the first. This will hit your thigh. It will only do 2 points. So perhaps your armor will negate this.
It automatically will, no matter what.
All right, because you get 1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
All right, so you are hit, but it does not penetrate the armor.
Good.
Herminius.
They're not. There's nobody near us right now. Like Vodenos shot a bolt at them, and they're still kind of.
Doreena shot a bolt
through the javelin. So yeah.
Dennis threw a spear and broke one of the bows, but it didn't harm the werewolf.
Yeah, so I think I'll kind of wait just around, like on the side of the tree, dagger in hand, and I'll wait till they come within reach where I can kind of, maybe if they engage with Vodenos, then I can like jump out and surprise one of them.
Gotcha. All right, so Macrion, you were charging the one with Malachi.
Yep. Yeah, because I didn't see the one that shot at Doreena.
Right. So Vodenos, you're with Herminius. So you see that one start to change. I need you both to roll sand checks.
I imagine Herminius running directly behind Vodenos, so he can't be seen.
Shield to soak up the arrows.
Yeah. 37.
You're okay? 1 point. Matt?
I am strangely okay with it.
1 point. Okay, so it is the next round. Malachi, your guy.
I am so angry right now.
he does his transformation, turns into full werewolf mode. So you'll need to make a sand check. So will you, Macrion.
Wait, I didn't even get a chance to hit him before. He literally just shot an arrow at me. Could he do that while he was transformed?
Yeah, but he won't get. But that's his action. His action was to fire. Your action was to continue running. So you've closed with him. So now it's his round again.
Okay.
He won't attack you, but he spends the round assuming his new form.
Okay.
So you'll attack him, and then he'll be in full werewolf form and attacking you back.
I gotta make this one count. All right.
Unless you kill him before he can attack. And Macrion, you were around behind him. So the way this will play out, I'm going to take you guys out of the timeline. So it will be Malachi, werewolf, Macrion, and then we'll go to Doreena's action. Because that's the way that attack's going to go. Okay, so Malachi, he's transformed. Malachi, what do you do?
Wait, no, it couldn't be werewolf because I get this turn while he's transforming, right? So he doesn't do anything this round.
Right, but Macrion's half a round behind you.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yep. All right. Anyway, regardless, I'm swinging to kill this motherfucker. And 39 out of 89. That I think would do the job.
Mm-hmm.
2d4 is my damage. 2d4 plus 2 is my damage for that thing. 1. 3 plus 2. Jesus Christ. 5 points of damage.
That's not going to do it, unfortunately. Okay, so you're lucky so far. Hold on. All right. Before Macrion can get there, this thing manages to bite you. Roll your armor.
Wait, but he couldn't have done anything. This is the round that he was transforming. Last round he shot an arrow, right?
You hit him. He transformed on his round. Then you attacked him.
No,
remember, you still had to close.
Yeah, I closed. He shot an arrow while I was closing he shot 2 arrows while I was closing. And then he was transforming when I hit him in one round. I thought he didn't.
But now, after you hit him, we're on the next round.
Okay, so we're on the next round. Yeah, okay. But
he goes before you, and then Macrion will go because he's a half round behind you.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're doing one combat and then another combat.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, at least to get through this round. So he
Sorry.
bites you for 5.
Oh.
Roll your armor. Macrion, then you get to attack.
All right, I will do so. I run up along the side of him, just haymaker at his head with the cestus.
Mm-hmm. Which, in my experience, is the first time anyone has used a cestus in Cthulhu.
I rolled a 4. Okay, so I got 5. But
wow.
Don't I go before Macrion in this round?
Yes. So I will let you go again, and then we'll go to Doreena.
Okay.
I got an 07 under 51, so it's an extreme success.
Give me damage.
All right, and it was a D4, right? D4.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be dead.
No, only 4 points. 4 points of silver in the head.
All right, Malachi.
Yeah, I succeed. I got a 72 out of 89. Not a great success, but at least it succeeds.
Give me damage.
4.
If you can dogpile him, you might put him down.
6 plus 2, 8. 8 points.
There you go.
And the combined effort of both of your attacks puts that lycanthrope down.
What? Oh my god. I thought, okay. Yes! Yay!
We did it! We did it!
They do only have 13 points. The problem is we'll get to the problem. Okay.
Yeah,
Doreena.
Right.
This thing is charging you.
Over my wound.
Round 2.
What's my reload time? Can I reload and shoot in the same turn?
No.
The female charging her.
But you can throw one of your javelins before it closes into melee.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
And you already see the wound on its eye starting to heal.
Fuck. So it's a 60. It's a regular.
It hits. That's all.
Yeah, so that's one. Where is it? 1d4 plus 1. Okay. That's 4.
So 10 points plus 1 point of generation is 9. And 9 plus 4 is 13. You hit the werewolf in the shoulder, and it sprawls out and goes down.
Oh, thank God.
And it literally comes to a screeching halt dead at your feet and starts turning back into a naked teenage girl. Okay, meanwhile, Vodenos, this thing is moving around, and it's a she-wolf. It's kind of
I'm good.
Got it.
I was gonna say, I'm an asshole-seeking missile, so I'm running with my spear. She's over here. Okay, I'll go run this way then. I'm basically, I'm here to, as I said, kick ass and chew bubblegum, and bubblegum won't be in bed for several hundred years. Let's do this.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you just keep it at bay with your spear and not give it an opportunity and not seek an opportunity to attack, Herminius, who's lurking in the wings, will be able to attack with a bonus dice. Or
I know that.
You're such a great warrior. You've been used to fighting alongside people, and you spot him. He did not follow you in.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of see him with the knife waiting for an opening. So if you want to kind of lead the wolf, you can probably get him into a better position to attack with a bonus dice. At that point, the wolf will get to attack. And you may or may not get a roll, an opening to attack.
So I'm going to try this to keep the wolf from seeing Herminius. I'm going to go ahead and try to pull Vlad of Wallachia on the wolf, such as the wolf's dodge will lead him into the arms of Herminius.
Okay, so just a total telegraphed shot to kind of get him close, get him into position. So you see him doing this, Herminius, and you can attack with a bonus dice.
Nice.
I mean, if I hit, that's awesome, but...
All right,
yeah.
So I'm going to say that you're going to roll with a penalty dice.
Right.
So roll your attack with a penalty dice. Herminius, roll your attack with a bonus dice.
Sounds good.
And we'll see how that works out for you guys.
Now, how do you want to handle penalty dice?
You roll 2 10s, you have to take the worst one. In the 10s column?
So just roll a D100 and then roll an extra D10 because you're doing online, right?
Yeah.
The dice roller. Yeah.
Herminius, does the bonus dice do anything for you?
It most definitely did. My first roll was a 95, and then the bonus was a 30, so it's a 35 out of 60.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that's great. Give me damage.
All right. Unfortunately, it's just 1d. So I have one. Let's see. 1d4 plus. I'm assuming this is the same damage as my Pugio.
What did you get? What dagger is it?
I have the Fey knife.
But did I say it was a sax or?
No, you didn't. You just said it was like a Fey, like it was a dagger. So.
All right. Well.
So I'm
daggers won't be invented till the Middle Ages, so I've got to give it something else. So we're going to say that it's the same damage as Pugio, but Pugio is 1d4 plus 2 plus damage
plus 2,
bonus.
Yeah.
So do not forget that plus 2.
I shan't.
So
that is
hold on.
Max. Oh, sorry. So that's 4. That's 6. 4 plus 2.
And you rolled an extra 30 was not okay. So 6.
Yeah, 35 out of 60.
And so Vodenos?
I almost hearted it with my penalty.
Even with the penalty?
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. So give me that attack.
Is there a penalty dice against the damage or not?
No.
Okay. 8.
beautiful.
Herminius, you land this great blow, and the thing just looks at you, and you can almost see mirth in its eyes as it's now in a perfect position to, leap for your throat. But then it just does this overhand, reach around with the spear, gets it in the hindquarters, pins it to the ground, and disembowels it with a few thrusts of the spear, and it goes down.
Yeah, I'd imagine that like it gets this gleeful look on its face, but then Herminius kind of smirks as he sees Vodenos coming over the back of it. It's like,
and I look at you, 'tis great sport.
All right, so give me a second.
I look forward to my bath.
Consult.
Macrion runs over to Malachi and he says, were you injured? I saw it clamp down on your arm.
Okay. You're muted, Malachi.
You're muted.
Yeah, I might have a problem, guys.
How much damage did you take?
It was 2 points of damage.
Okay.
I take the cestus and I just kind of like put it up to your neck to see if anything happens.
Actually, 1 point of damage. Sorry. Regardless. Oh wait, actually, no, that was the arrow that I took. You didn't. I don't think you actually.
I think I bit you for 5, and you resisted 5.
No, that was the second arrow. I don't remember that we did actually resisted the damage for.
I know that it did bite, but I think you rolled your armor and it negated it out.
Okay.
All right, so roll a luck roll.
Okay. Luck. All right, 65. 10, 19. Yay.
All right, there's lots of foam and saliva on this ripped, part of your armor, and you look under and there's a terrific bruise, but the skin has not been broken.
Praise Jehovah. I mean, Yahweh. Never mind.
So you're fine.
Okay, new armor it is for me because this stuff is filthy in all sorts of ways.
Perhaps he was rabid.
Okay, so you guys rolled very well. I blew 2 out of 3 stealth rolls. So, and they all turn back into human form.
Doreena.
So, since they did fully werewolf, each one of them fully wolfed out, I need everybody to roll a sand check for their full werewolf form.
Okay, I never actually. Oh, I did do that. 31. I'm good.
Pass.
I'm gonna.
All right.
Check, sorry, go ahead.
1 point to everyone.
Okay. I'm gonna check the body, inspect the body of the one that I slayed.
While they're doing that, what's the nearest thing to me that needs killing next?
These are the 3.
The Doreena's? Or she killed her. No.
You look over, and hers has a javelin and a crossbow. Well, actually, she pulled out the crossbow, but it's dead.
Okay.
I want to see. I want to look for tracks. I don't believe there's just 3 of them.
Roll your tracking.
Doreena, is there anything else that we need to be concerned about? Are we sure that they're dead?
Past tracking.
There were only 3.
So to ensure that they're dead,
Burning,
imagine
perhaps?
no.
Well,
but,
you're usually thorough, so I don't know if you usually behead them or set them on fire. So I don't know how you. What's your werewolf hunting's your stock lock in, your stock and trade.
all right.
So.
Let me see how cold of a heart I have. Hold on. Oh yeah, I don't want to get bit by these fuckers. Now let's just chop their heads off.
Okay.
He
So
looks
with
at
her
the
dagger,
Cessnas.
she starts severing heads. And once the heads come off, you're pretty sure they're dead.
Good. Checking the bodies, seeing if there's anything useful for me there. Anything
Nope.
possibly enchanted? No.
No, just standard gear. And a lot of it's been ruined by their sudden transformation, like they ripped out of their hunting leathers and boots.
I feel
Should
like
I defile the corpse as well?
No. That's okay.
feel like
You
we-
could take a head if you want.
Starts pulling his pants aside.
All right, so
I just want to pee on it. But hey.
what do you guys do now?
That's what I was getting at.
we need to head towards the tannery.
Hmm?
We need to head towards the tannery, I think.
Okay.
But we also have to blow the horn, but I'd like to be a little bit closer to. How far away do we think we are?
Doreena can get you there. You're about a league away. It's not that far. Less
So
than a mile.
out of character, they did want us to blow the horn after we dispatched them.
No,
or
I
after,
want to
Yeah.
get a little bit closer, but yeah, we should blow the horn.
Okay.
I mean, we're
do
closer
they-
now
yeah.
than we were when we first saw them. So
I collect my small spear and
So a league is actually it's in the keeper screen. It's 1.3 miles American.
How
Easy enough on the jump.
How long would it take for us to go like slow enough that I'm like checking the ground to make sure there's no other footprints?
Half an hour if you want to roll a tracking on the way there to see if you pick up any werewolves that may have peeled off from the group. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can do that, and you'll get to camp about a half an hour later than usual.
Because I know we want to get closer before we blow that horn.
What
you
if we
guys-
pair off? What if, say, like, Doreena and I hold back? We can search the area to see if there's any stragglers, anyone that peeled off, and the three of you can go back to the tannery. And,
I'm concerned about
and make
going
sure that
directly
the
back.
families.
I'm running directly back.
They know where to get to the tannery. If there's any of them out there, they know where the tannery is. That's not a concern. Yeah, I'm gonna start just heading that way. Who has the horn? Is it I that have the horn?
I think so, yeah.
I think
All
you
right.
had it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go try to judge about halfway, and then I'll be about half a league.
Okay, you blow the horn about halfway there.
Does Doreena want to hang back and do some more tracking, or do you want to stay with the rest of the group?
Can I? How far back would I be from them if I go at a standard pace?
You'd be half a league away, like half a mile away.
Herminius will stick with you if you do that. So he's not gonna leave you alone.
Oh no, I'm not worried about my. Not sound like a dick. I'm not worried about myself.
All right, so we're going to say that Macrion, Malachi, and Vodenos get to the farm, get to the tanner's hut before you guys do.
I take the heads.
And
Oh,
Doreena and Herminius, roll your tracking.
I finally failed a roll. 78 out of 60.
All right, I got a 75. I have luck points. Is this worth it?
I can't tell you that.
What do you need? 5?
Yeah.
I only
I
need
apparently
to
have
5.
That's,
I apparently have been stricken
Haven't
blind.
wasted-
So
I don't want to get.
I don't think any of us have actually spent luck yet. So I think that,
A point
All right.
here or there, and that was it.
Yeah, I'll drop the 5 points to pass.
You are very sure that this was the entire pack. Meanwhile, back at the tanner, you guys get there after blowing the horn, and you don't see anyone. Night has fallen. The fires are off. The house is dark. and it's quiet.
Okay. I'm doing
On the door.
listen and spot hidden.
Okay, hold on. You knock on the door. There is no answer. Malachi, you're rolling listen and spot, looking around. Macrion, what are you doing?
Did she tell us which building that the root cellar was in? Because then he would just go to
there's
that
only, there's
one.
only like 3 buildings here.
Yeah, he goes over to that one and says, "We have returned."
Okay. There's no reply at the door, or you're calling out. Malachi, what were your rolls?
2 successes, not great successes. 47 out of 75 and 39 out of 83 for listen and spot hidden.
People come, it's safe. We've killed
What's
the
the
thing.
degree of success on your spot hidden?
It's just over 50% for spot hidden.
So it was a standard success.
Yep.
Okay. And I rolled also a standard success. So it's quiet and you don't spot anything, but something is not right. There are shadows where there shouldn't be shadows.
Oh no.
And there you feel the cold sweat run down your back, and there's just something telling you that there's something not right here. Okay, hold on.
Nights like tonight to make life worth living.
Macrion and Vodenos, do you feel this?
They should be here. We blew the horn. I don't know why they wouldn't come
not
out.
Right. Something's not right.
Okay. When you go, did you hear that? And they start answering. Suddenly, shapes rush each of you out of the shadows, and they're small and low to the ground. Macrion and Vodenos are both successfully attacked. Malachi, since it reflects the rolls. I missed you, so since you were like alert, you see this thing at like almost knee level come running out of the dark for you, and you manage to step back, and it doesn't manage to attack you. You look down, Macrion, Vodenos, Malachi. You see filthy children dressed in rags. They're basically toddlers, maybe no more than 2 years of age. Their skins are gray and covered with like black soot. They try and grasp onto you, and they have jaws on the palms of their hands. And as they look up, their eyes are just empty sockets. And and it's almost as if their eye sockets glow with a darker black than the shadows around them. So I need everybody to make a sanity check.
Damn.
So while I'm stand checking, I won't. There's no chance of me confusing these with human children, right?
No. These are
Okay.
Are these at all
Safe to kill.
Are these at all anything remotely like the children that are here normally?
No.
Okay. All right, I passed the sand.
Okay.
I passed 10 under 80 something. 83.
And then I proceed to start swinging.
Hold on. Vodenos?
I passed my stand and want to make a yoga neck kebab.
Okay. So let me deal with their attacks, and then the 3 of you can attack. Macrion, they missed you.
Okay.
Give me a second. Oh my god.
Oh God, what's happened?
Oh, they get 3 attacks around.
We're so screwed.
Macrion, you're only hit once.
Okay.
Vodenos, you are hit 3 times.
Ooh.
And Malachi already said that you were missed, so I'm not going to roll the other 2 attacks. So I screwed up, and you benefited. Hopefully.
No damage?
No, I'm dealing that now. Macrion, I said you were hit once.
Yep.
You were hit for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So I'll absorb 2 of that with the armor.
Okay.
I'm going to start.
Vodenos, you've got your armor on, yes?
I believe so, yes.
Get ready to roll your absorption. The first attack does no damage. It gnaws on your leather. Basically, as they grapple you, they are biting with their mouths and the 2 jaws on their hands.
How many are attacking? 1 or 3 of
1, but they've got 3 bite attacks.
Right.
The next one will do 1 point of damage. So that's probably armor's going to automatically absorb it. And the second one will do 4 points of damage.
Okay. So how do I do absorption?
Yeah.
So it's whatever your armor is. If you have leather, it's probably something like 1d4. So you'd roll that and then subtract that from the damage.
Okay. Well, there's scales. And oh, sweet. Yeah, no damage.
Yeah, scale is, I think, what, 1d6?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good armor. All right, so party's round. You can all 3 attack.
Can I make a quick, occult check? Like, is this something that...
Cthulhu Mythos.
Yeah, occult's not finding any traction right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, can I make a Cthulhu Mythos then?
Yes.
Okay. Nope, 47. It's not going to cut it. But I will punchy punch.
Okay.
Ooh, 28 under 51. I will spend I'll spend the 3 points to make it a hard success. I don't know that it matters.
It won't matter. Don't do that.
Okay, I will not do that.
They're just children, for God's sake. And that God being
for the children.
All right, I rolled a 15 out of 89.
Vodenos?
I'm going for the yoga and kebab. So,
all right. So give me damage and roll your hit.
I got 5 on mine.
Okay, it's still up.
Okay.
All right, made the hit. Why did I forget that? I don't know. Probably smoking crack or something. Why did my rolls all look? Okay, 6 points of damage.
6 points
against the
still up. Malachi.
All right. 2, 6, 8 points of damage.
Yours goes down. Okay. They continue their
nice flex, bro.
Ravenous attacks. Macrion, you were bitten once, twice, and missed the third time. Vodenos, once, twice, 3 times. Macrion, first attack, 1 point.
Okay, that'll none.
2 points.
That'll also pass because it's 1d4 plus 1, so I get a minimum 2.
And 1 point. So,
okay.
They're just children. They don't do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Unless I roll like a, really high. So Vodenos, first one, 2 points.
Okay. Yep, not a problem. Observed it.
1 point, that's not going to do it. And yeah, neither one of you are harmed.
All right, I start working my way over to Macrion to help defend him.
Okay. You'll be able to attack next round if he doesn't dispatch it.
I will attempt to do so. Oh, yeah. That's a 13 out of 51, so that's going to be...
Give me damage.
All right. 2d4. So he just kind of push it back with one hand and then just uppercut this little kid.
I don't think you can uppercut a baby.
Oh yeah.
It's more
All right,
like
hammer fist. Yeah, hammer fist.
Oh, I'll show you I can uppercut a baby.
He gets down on his knees. No, it's
Okay.
gonna be another 5.
all right, that goes down. Vodenos.
All right. I make sure I have this right here. Yes. I hearted my spear roll.
It's down. They've
Oh,
got
no,
7
no.
points, and you did 6.
No. I want. Yeah, to hold on. I want the givage. We are going for maximum givage here. I want every
Okay.
goddamn point.
You split it.
9 points of damage.
All right, and as you guys dispatch this, you've noticed that in the short time these things had swarmed you, a shadowy mist has started pouring out of the main house building. Meanwhile, in the forest,
Meanwhile, what?
somebody posted in the chat that they were missing all the fun. Oh no, they've got their own fun.
Oh.
You guys did something that every keeper hopes you'll do. You split the party. You got cocky. You thought we were done. You decided it was a good idea to split up. Well, guess what? Wasn't such a good idea. Meanwhile,
Behind the facade of the bookstore.
you guys stumble upon something as you are nearing the farm, and it's the site of an attack, and you see a badly injured nude female body like lying in the trail. And it looks like this body has like several large bite marks taken out of it.
Oh no.
Does she look familiar at all?
Oh.
You'll have to turn her over.
I got a old javelin.
Doreena's the one with the spear. Can you do that from
Yeah,
a
I'm
distance?
gonna try to javelin it, roll it a little.
As you get close and you turn her over, you see that at this point you guys have needed to like light a torch or something because the sun's gone down. So by torchlight you roll it over and you see that it is Philomela,
No.
the actress.
Aww.
And like there's a bite out of her cheek. There's a bite out of like one of her forearm. There's a bite out of one of her thighs. And I need you guys to roll a well, here's the thing. You look and you see that she's probably been dead for a while. And maybe a day or even more than that. And you realize we just saw her yesterday. And her eyes open. And she says, come in for a cuddle, lover. And she tries to grab Herminius. So I need both of you to roll sand checks, and then that attack, there's no initiative because you guys are flat-footed and surprised.
Somebody's
I was
getting
poking
lucky,
her with
dude.
the javelin.
You didn't say you were stabbing her with the javelin.
I said I was trying to roll her over with the javelin.
Right, that doesn't mean you're attacking her. That means you're just...
With the pointy side?
Give me your sand checks.
I passed. I'm fine.
Okay, 1 point. Herminius?
52.
You passed?
Yep.
Okay. So you both pass. You both take 1 point of loss. And hold on. Okay, so as she wraps her arms around you, she presses her body into you so that all of these open wounds press against you, and one of them doesn't find purchase, so you're only hit with 2 bites. But you see that as she puts these bloody wounds against these, gaping wounds in her flesh, they all form rings of teeth and become like rasping mouths. So as this naked corpse grapples you, all of her open wounds form mouths and start like chewing bits of your flesh out. So the first one does 6 points. I need you to roll your armor.
Oh, 2.
2 absorbed or 2 that suffered?
Just 2 absorbed.
So that's 4 points of damage.
Jesus,
Oh boy, I'm rolling really well. And the next one is 5.
Another 2. God.
So 3.
That was fast.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Oh.
And yeah, occult's not going to work on identifying this either.
I gotta stab it. Like I can't.
Okay, roll an attack.
I'm gonna.
I like where your head's at.
Reach for the knife.
Well,
And
yeah,
that is nope. 75 out of 60.
All right, Doreena.
So javelin can do anything, I imagine, at this point.
Well, you weren't really stabbing it. You were poking at it. It's not, so it wasn't like a physical attack.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking range-wise.
You could stab.
You could stab with a javelin.
Stab it, yeah.
Just not Herminius.
Yo ho 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 yo ho ho.
Oh, thank you, dear God. 30. Okay.
If you critically fail stabbing this, you're gonna hit Herminius.
No. So
just put that out there.
A hard success, and then it's D4 plus 1. Dear God.
Is this a magical weapon?
It is silver tipped.
Is it a magical
I
weapon?
don't own any magical weapons except for my crossbow.
All right. You get a really good hit, but you see that it takes the flesh of this thing is resistant, and it takes way less damage than you thought.
Okay.
Okay, so
Can I peel her away?
you could have tried to pull her away, but you stabbed her. So Herminius, she's still on you. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
We're gonna see.
So I'll just say I was here when we started, and I'm about here now.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
So Herminius, was there other characters that you were really fond of and thinking maybe if this one didn't, if I
could roll.
did you have a second?
I could roll really good on my armor.
Yeah, you're gonna need to roll really good on your armor because she's bitten you 3 times.
I didn't, but I could have.
Okay, so the first bite. Okay, I rolled kind of shitty. 4 points.
Okay, all right. I got 3 on my armor, so that's just 1.
The second bite, I rolled kind of shitty. 4 points.
And I rolled a 4, so that's 5. So
And the third bite, I rolled kind of shitty.
I rolled a 1.
4 points.
So that's 2. Oh, no, that's 2 more damage.
And
So
she's
now
laughing and moaning, and she's like speaking in a weird language you don't even understand, and she's like passionately embracing you, almost as if this was love making for her, as she's like ripping and gnawing chunks of flesh out of your body. Players round.
I'm gonna have to try to pull her off him.
Okay, you pull her off. You give me a standard strength check.
That would be what numbers?
All right, we're going to do opposed rolls. So I'm doing her strength check. She gets a base success.
Okay.
If you get a hard success, you'll throw her off him.
Oh, it's 60. I'm a doof. Sorry. I got a 50. So
Out of
it's
what?
Out of 60.
All right, so
It's a regular.
you grab her and she, you feel her, like she could stay on him, but looks over, smiles, and what she's going to do is she's going to split her attacks and try and grab you and stay on. She's basically going to pull you into the cuddle pile of her gnawing attacks, or she's going to attempt to anyway.
Yeah. Seeing that opening, Herminius is going to take the Fey knife again and try to just
roll.
slam it in her side. 63 out of 60. I'm going to spend it. 3 luck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think now's a good time.
Yep, so that's 60 out of 60. So let's go with 3, 4, 5 damage.
And this is an enchanted dagger.
It is. It's my
And
Fey,
it does
it's my
5
Fey
points
knife.
of damage.
Yes. It burns. It burns.
Okay, so Doreena, as you're grabbing her and trying to pull her, she just grabs your wrist and pulls you on top of them.
Mhm.
So now the 3 of you are laying there, and because she's splitting her attacks, I need both of you to roll luck, and the one who, well, hold on. No, she will hit both of you. So the one who gets the lower luck roll will be bitten twice.
I got a 24.
I have to beat a 24. Nope.
Okay. She is absolutely fiendishly strong, like inhumanly strong. Like she's got a 95 strength. So, all right, Herminius. The first bite of 2. Oh boy.
It doesn't matter.
You don't. 6 points.
Yeah, I rolled 2 armor and I have 1 hit point left. So
Okay.
that's that.
I'm sorry.
All right. Doreena,
Hi.
5 points. What's your armor?
Oh, I only got a 1.
Okay, so that's 3 points of what there was. It was 5 points, so you rolled a 1, so you take 4 points of damage.
Yep.
All right, but the good news is she rolls off of Herminius.
Oh, good. Yay.
I'll say, as she does so, you see Herminius's the rune
Yeah.
the rune carved knife fall from his hand.
Nice
Oh,
telegraphing, pal.
I already know. Oh, yeah. How far
Okay.
away am I from that knife?
Make a dex check.
All right. Dex is 60. All right. Come on. 46.
Okay, you grab it, and she just lewdly, almost in a look of ecstasy, like shivers go down her all through her body, and she's like flexing her shoulders as if she's in the throes of passion, as you see that she's just killed your friend. And she looks down at you with like her undead visage and says, "It doesn't have to be this way. You can join us. There's always room for one more. You're so young and pretty, you can look young and pretty forever." She says, "You don't know the joy, the pleasure service to the Dark One could be."
I mean,
Doreena?
Herminius was unaware that this was an option. He would have.
Oh. Nah, I'm good.
Okay, you're gonna stab her.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Die, bitch, die. I got a 7.
All right.
A-
That's a critical hit. I will let this be double damage.
Dear God. A fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. 4.
Fate Knight for the win.
Fucking hate the face. Don't care. Hate them.
You like slam the dagger into her chest. And she doesn't go down.
That
But she like screams. And like literally like screams and then tries to grab you and misses. I rolled an 80 on my attack.
Oh yay. So I can stab some more?
Yes.
Stab? All right. Can I do this again? Dear God, can I do this again? 56. I'm still under. We're good. All right. A 4.
And she's down.
And there's no way of saving him. He's done.
As you like step away, you look and he's at this point he's at like negative. You were at 0 or -1.
Oh no, I was at -3 after the hit that she gave me last.
All right, you
So-
like look. You're looking down at your dead friend. I need you to make a sanity check.
Fuck this shit.
Tis but a flesh wound.
I fail my sanity.
Okay,
Oh,
so you take
we
like
just had a
you take 5 points of sand loss. So
we
you're
just
just
had
like
a lovely
you're like
talk in the
hysterical.
woods, sharing
You're hysterical
stories.
crying.
I gave you some fruit.
So I'm
When-
going to
Okay, Doreena, at this
them.
point, you're like crying over your dead friend with this thing that's just rotting away next to you. This like rancid, rotting corpse, and there's someone places a hand on your shoulder.
Fuck this.
But it's not placed like aggressively. It's just like rested on your shoulder. And it says, "Do you want him to live, child?
Yes.
Then step away, Milesian, and let me tend to him."
Who,
You look over and you see a beautiful middle-aged woman,
Okay. Stepping away.
and she says, Your friends need you. They know not what horror awaits them."
I'm just done. Just checked out completely.
She puts a hand on your forehead, and she says, "You are braver than you know, Milesian. You are the daughter of heroes. You will bear heroes. Your friends need you. I will tend to him. Go." And you're just filled with calm.
Mania? Okay. So I'm ditching Herminius. I'm going. Sorry.
Well, she
Okay.
just calmed you down, right? Like, so you had a temp, and then she.
Right. Temporary insanity can only be a few minutes. It
Okay.
doesn't-
All right. I'm taking the Fey knife with me.
And as you are leaving, you realize she's a she. She's a fae.
Womp womp.
Fucking
Okay, so you guys finish. Meanwhile, back at the tannery.
Back at the barn.
You guys are like you've just finished defeating these undead children. And Doreena, comes running out of the forest as swift as a doe. And you're bitten, right? You're injured?
I am bitten, yes.
How badly?
I think it was 5 or 4 points.
Right. She's got a big, big gaping bite wound. We're gonna say in her side, and she comes like rushing out of the forest. And at this point, you see like dark mist rolling out of the home.
Where's Herminius? Something is wrong here.
Herminius is dead.
What?
Everybody make a sand check.
$58 under 83.
Strangely okay with it.
Two.
Well,
were
his 2 long-term companions, I'm going to say lose 1. But Vodenos, you barely knew him, so you're strangely okay with it.
Shit happens, you know. Buy the ticket, take the ride.
And you see that there are 3 like dead, rotting children at their feet, and each one of them, I think Macrion and Vodenos, you've both been slightly injured.
Yeah, a little bit.
But Malachi, you weren't injured at all. Okay.
These weren't werewolves, lass.
Pretty sure the person that I met wasn't either.
Is there still this black mist?
Yeah, coming out of the main house.
Coming out of the house. Okay. All right. I point to the mist and say we should probably deal with that. And try to close the port. Underneath the main house is where that portal was, right?
Yep, the seal.
I show them the Fey knife and I say that this worked.
Okay. Smart people, we need to take care of this.
All right, so you enter the house?
Yeah.
As you enter the house, you see that Bronwyn and the younger boy that led you and all of the children are here, and they're all badly beaten. And they seem, badly beaten, and near death, but they're just hovering above death. And Doreena, you realize that lycanthropes heal very quickly. So they'll probably be conscious in a day or two, but someone deliberately brought them to that point without killing them. It's only their supernatural constitution that kept them alive at this point. And the furniture has been all pushed away, and you see that the seal has been lifted up and pushed out of the way enough for one person to squeeze through.
One person to squeeze down in there? Can we just close the seal back over? Who are we forgetting about? Is there somebody that... Wait, how did we just all of a sudden we lost people?
Yeah.
Did Herminius die?
What just
then
happened? Where did the big guy go? Vodenos.
Was that planned?
Uh-oh.
No, he might have a bad connection.
Hold on. I just gotta...
The dead guy disappeared, and
he's a connection drop. He's rejoining.
Okay.
Oh my god, you guys fucking...
That was a little too perfect timing.
You're like, no! We can't lose our tank now.
Is there somebody that we're forgetting about that could have slipped down in there? Or is it something out of there?
Yeah, so
Doreena, is there someone we're forgetting about?
Yeah.
The guy from the players.
She hasn't told you what happened to her in the woods yet.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I pretty much explain as we're looking at a hole.
Explain quickly, because we got to close this up.
I saw the player. I saw the player's wife. She had the bites, the like they did. But I didn't see the man. I did not
Could
see
he have
her.
gone down there?
She was covered. She looked like she's been dead for a day. But there was no one around her.
Macrion, could the player have gone down into that portal?
He is unaccounted for. If the woman was dead, we don't know who we spoke to yesterday. It could be anyone or anything.
Everybody's getting killed off. This is becoming a horror movie. It's just you and I, Macrion.
People are just vanishing.
Nobody trusts anybody anymore.
Oh, there must be some connectivity issue, which is weird. SteamYard almost never has connectivity issues.
We've never had a problem. I mean, we had a problem the other night just for the fact that Todd had a bad connection, but it wasn't. So, Jesse, I don't know if you can hear me. It's saying that your devices aren't connected. So it keeps bumping you back out again.
I'm hardwired, so I don't know why I'm getting booted.
Yeah,
I'm hardwired in too.
Gotta be an issue with stream mode.
And it seems weird on a Wednesday. Like, how many people are playing games now?
Yeah.
Well, it is 11. I mean, if it keeps up, we could end here and wrap this up next week. But I mean, we could finish in less than probably a half an hour. But if we're not all going to be, if we're going to be dealing with this for a bit.
Should we pause here then?
What a dramatic place to pause. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
But awesome. Cool.
Cliffhanger. Bop, bop, bop.
How the hell does...
So yeah, let's pause here and we'll finish up next week. That way Matt can get to play a second session.
Okay.
And,
all right.
Oh.
Yeah,
can you let him in, or is he not coming in, or?
No, so Matt's in and muted with his camera off, I guess. So Matt, if you can hear me, if you could try unmuting. I think I can unmute him.
It's like the great old ones just don't want to go any further with this.
I don't know. Jesse messaged me and said that he got bumped and he couldn't. The StreamYard wasn't letting him in.
All right, I'm going to let Matt know that let's send the messages that we're going to end here.
Okay. Ooh, so Jesse popped back up again. But again, his camera's off. I don't think it's going to let him in. Or something's not connected.
Yeah, so I'm in the console log right now, and it's getting 400 errors.
Jesus.
Huh.
What are the Russians up to right now? Something else going on?
I'm going to refresh for a hot second. If I get disconnected, I'm coming right back.
Okay. But she was good though. You know what I mean? Like her wasn't.
Yeah. If you can just, I told Matt that we're closing here.
Yeah, I messaged Jesse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something on their end.
All right. So do we want to play this scene out since the three of us are here? I don't remember where we picked up or dropped off.
Vodenos is with us too, though, is the problem. So.
Yeah. It's better we just end here because.
Okay. Yep.
I don't want to shortchange bringing Jesse back from the dead and you guys figuring out what that's going to cost you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's timing out. We're going to keep getting booted.
Okay, so let's do your thing. Your show close.
Sure. An awkward way to
very creepy way to close it out.
Yeah, so second stream in a row, we've had issues with whatever's going on, but I want to thank everybody for checking this out. We have coffee for sale. Neil is still roasting. I just got some in the mail yesterday. John just put in an order, texted me frantically today. What the hell is the link for that thing? And I'm like, God, man, go to the website. There's links in all the show notes. But if you go to tinyurl.com/legendary brew, you can get that easy drinking, nice medium roast coffee, that legendary brew. Shipping is always free, and if you use the code LEGENDS10, you get 10% off your order. Links are in the show notes. Our Patreon is up and running. There's early access to the audio files. Of course, we're always on YouTube, but if you feel like throwing a couple of sesterces our way, that's awesome. It helps to pay the bills at the show. Golden Goblin Press, you check that out as well. There's a link in the show notes for that. There was just a restock of some cool stuff over there, including Cthulhu Invictus Keeper screens. So please check that out as well.
Yep. And to Horror Cosmico, we've just placed our restock order. By the time this drops, they'll be back in stock.
God, they may be out of stock again by the time this drops.
That is true. That is true.
But
if we could just plug something real quick.
Yeah, do it.
The strange creature, the minstrel creature, the minstrel and his wife, they are actually an original creature I created for Unspeakable Oath issue 19.
Nice.
Way back in March 2011. And they are the paramour of Yagolanak.
Oh. Okay.
So if what happened today freaked you the hell out, you too can get the stats for paramour of Yagolanak from Unspeakable Oath issue 19. Only fair. They paid me cash money for the monster.
Fair enough. And if anybody's checking this out in real time-ish over the next few days or so, Oscar's going to be coming on for an interview. There's a Kickstarter coming up for more cool stuff from Golden Goblin. So
we can talk about it now. It's Terrors of October Nomicon. Yep. All new authors, new and new-ish authors. We're calling it our student showcase. Scenarios are coming in. Their deadline's March 1st, so everybody's frantically submitting their scenarios for this project. We're really excited about it. And I'll tell you all about it when they have me on.
Sweet. And that'll be March 10th for anybody, again, who's checking this out in the near term.
Coming up
soon. So thank you for running. Thanks, everybody, for playing. We'll see whether or not we're going to have Herminius next time, or a stable connection, or
a new character.
Yeah. Or the ability to be able to finish a game.
Yeah, and this was supposed to be a short one. I think this is the longest one we've run so far.
Yeah, getting into a fifth.
It's just every time you don't finish, I write more. So
write half as much as you would for the next round.
Right.
I'm not writing anything else. This is the end. I mean, where do I go from here? I've killed one of you. There's mist coming out of a gateway. And, I can't top. This is as good as it gets. We're going to have to finish here and start something new after that.
Fair enough. All right. Thanks, everybody, again. Probably no post-show today because internet connections. But thanks again, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.